Well, hello, my fellow car milers. How are you doing today? This is me, Luka C. And if you love to listen for hours to a bunch of knuckleheads talk about model cars, then you just found your new favorite podcast.
Hey, this is Urban from The Art of Rake on YouTube. I'm the rookie of the group. Listen to the best topics on the hobby right here, right now.
Hi, I'm Fred Pappy Henry from West Georgia Rods and Customs on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll give you tips, techniques, advice on using your favorite color of Rust-Oleum.
Oh, come on.
Man, had to go there. What? Or even have some color paints on your next project.
Hey guys, it's Mark, Hobby Dude 007 on YouTube and Facebook. Find out all the great tips and tricks, good and bad, right here on the Model Car Enthusiast Podcast.
So you better be sure to follow us, the Box of Chocolates of Model Car Podcast, because you never know what you're going to get. That was terrible, wasn't it? Right here on YouTube and Spotify. Well, hello, my fellow car milers. How are you doing today? We are going to have another reaction video here to the January 2026 kit announcements from Round 2 Models. I always look forward to this, and let's get it up here and get started with it. And of course, at the end of this video, there will be a link to their channel to sub and check out this video and a link to this video so you can watch the whole thing, because I'm only going to cover the model cars. There's other stuff they do that's really neat, but we just cover the model cars on this channel. Why? Because they're fun, right? All right, well, let's get going with this, and enough of the nonsense here. Yeah, whoa. Little. And we'll just do because it's cool. Product Spotlight.
Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome back to the new Round 2 Product Spotlight for January of 2026. We're starting out the year strong with some really cool stuff, and as I mentioned before, this is going to be a really big year. In this video, we're going to showcase some of the things that we got coming out for this month, and we have 9 model kits to jump into and show you guys.
9.
So we're going to get right into it. So we're going to jump in and show you the model kits.
All right.
So for the model kits, this is going to be a big month for all the automotive modelers. We've got 9 kits to show you guys. There's some stuff returning from the 90s, some stuff from the early 2000s, and of course some of the vintage old school kits that we're always putting out in some ways that they've not been out since like the 70s on some of them. This one, starting off, is the 91 Taurus SHO or SHO. This has not been done as the regular Taurus version since, I think, the 90s or the early 2000s. The last time this was released was a RoboCop version. Great looking car. There's been a big resurgence in these SHO Tauruses with things like the Radwood shows and the resurgence of all the 90s stuff. Great looking box art on this. Of course, we had to go with the teal color for the show to just really go into that 90s look. What's cool about this kit, there's a lot of parts and pieces on it. It does come with the engine, so you get that 220 horse V6 engine, which was actually...
Oh, yeah. Sorry for that skip, but I got to say something here. I remember when this kit first came out. It is very, very nice. And, you know, it was a brand new car. I thought it was neat. I really liked those cars back then in the 80s. And I had to get one of those kits, man. I had to. And I still have it. I never built it. And if you go check out this video right here, when that kit first came out, my buddy Mike Schnurr, amazing modeler, and I do a whole interview with him on that. Go check that video out. I'm going to, hopefully I can have it at the link at the end of this video here. Mike took the Taurus and he turned it into a 2-door, and he didn't do it by just scribing new lines and whatnot. He actually reshaped the whole deck lid and the roof line, and it looked like the way Ford would put out a 2-door Taurus. So hey, there's something to think about. A little bit of maybe somebody else will want to take that on, and that is such a cool model. It's really well done, and one day I want to do something with it. I bought it when it was new back then, but if you've ever been wanting one, yeah, you're definitely going to want to get that kit. We are going to continue on.
Built by Yamaha initially. You've got 2 versions for wheels. You've got the stock wheels, or you've got the 3-spoke wheel there, the Anki 84. There's an optional rear spoiler that you can put on and a detailed interior for this kit. look here at the
look at that
decal
spoiler.
sheets. So we've got all these different options for the SHO lettering on here. Of course, all of the decals that you need to do different types of gauges, all the different striping packages that are included on this decal sheet. It's a 3x7-inch decal sheet.
There?
And then a look here on the back to see the parts and pieces to put this kit together.
Did you guys notice something there on the decals? Let's go back and look. I saw, which from what I remember of the kit, I haven't looked at it in a while. Do you see that right there? There's decals for all the headlights and taillights. Of course, they didn't do that back in the 80s, and I wonder what they've done different to this kit that they would put decals for the headlights, especially. Because I do believe that it might have had chrome headlights. I don't remember. I'd have to take a look at it. The headlights might have been chrome, but I seem to recall they were clear and had chrome behind them. So that's kind of interesting that they did that. It kind of would maybe help you make it look a little more real looking if the decal was done right. But that's just something I noticed. That would have been nothing from the 80s kit. Nothing.
Parts and pieces to put this kit together. Really excited to see again, we're doing a lot of these 90s kits that are coming back.
Yeah, I'll back to that. I won't reverse it. From what you can see from the parts layout there just was the glass, the windshield and the rest of the glass. There was no headlights, taillights, or nothing. So they must have been chrome or however they did it. I'm going to have to bust that old kit out and take a look at it. Maybe we'll do a Lucas Kits on that if you guys want to see the old version. But I won't do a comparison because I probably won't buy that kit, but it's cool that it's coming out. But that's kind of interesting. I don't know. I might buy it just for those decals. Who knows?
And it's great seeing all these getting built up by you guys. Another kit that was a little more modern, but it still has not been out in basically 20 years at this point, is the AMT 2004 Pontiac GTO. This is a highly requested kit to come back. This version, there's a lot of cool stuff that comes in this kit. It does have an engine with it, the 5.7 liter LS motor in this. We did great looking new box art here for this kit with the purple GTO on it. There's some other options as well. You can do the 5-spoke wheels or custom wheels on this. The detailed interior. Again, all new illustrations here on the side for the box art that really look awesome. You can see here we also included on the decal sheet not only the parts for like a stock version, but to do this crazy track version of the GTO here. So you can see all this big new decal sheet included.
Hey, I just got a crazy idea, people. Hey, I got an idea for another GTO build from the Luka C Model Car Hobby Headquarters Facebook group. Remember we did that 67 GTO? We might have to think about that. With that kit coming out and they're more available, I know it's going to be popular because that GTO was really cool. It was basically a lot of it was a Australian Holden they brought here. It was quite a little mean machine, man, with that V8, LS. I mean, it was nice. They were really cool cars. There's one that rolls around here locally. The dude, he'll be driving around with drag slicks on the back, and it sounds hard, man. It's all cammed out, and it sounds like a drag car when he's driving around. But I bought that kit a long time ago with the idea of doing a little drag car with it, and it might be something to think about. A little I don't know. We'll talk about it over on the Facebook group. Oh, I'm getting myself in so much trouble. And
then a look here at that parts tree on the back.
It's a great
all the
kit.
Parts and pieces to put together this GTO. Where I'm assuming this kit is going to be a really good seller.
It will.
Just to build the GTO and do all kinds of modifications for it, but even that LS motor is a great option here in this kit. Another one that's really exciting coming back out from AMT is the 77 Monza Mirage wide body street machine. So this has not been done in the wide body version, I believe, since the late 70s. Great looking new box art here on the front of it. The wide body on it is optional, so you can build this stock or you can build it with the wide body. It's very like IMSA inspired.
All right, well, my reaction, right? This is my reaction video. I'm gonna give you my reaction. That kit, in my opinion, is a yeah. And it's not them. I wish they could find the old MPC Monzas, because those were so much better looking. They just had the right shape. They were just more accurate. I've got a few of them. I got one laying around here somewhere. Yeah, I got it, right here. One of these. The MPCs were just way better. And the AMT, I don't know. It's cool. We don't have a Monza, so I'd rather them put out, if the AMT is what they have for tooling, by all means, put it out. And it was cool, the IMSA stuff. You could probably do a very cool IMSA car. They really got radical back in the 70s in IMSA and in Trans Am racing. But yeah, I can't get real excited about that one. It's just kind of, it's meh, the AMT is just not really great in my opinion. But again, we've been wanting to build a Monza, man.
Look of the wide body kit here. Again, we've got these really cool striping packages that come with
Very
this.
Curious about those wheels,
look
though.
Great with the wide body. You can see those decals on the side. Big decal sheet
the
there.
Decals, though.
This does have a detailed engine in it. Look at a built-up engine also there on the side. And then you can see a side shot and some of the information about the 77 Monza Mirage wide body kit. Another one that kind of, with the right paint job, has a look of a modern resto mod. The wide body stuff has really come back. And then there's
not like that, dude. It's very 70s. It's dated, but yeah, I guess. But I will say this. I'm probably going to get one now because I like those decals, and I might be able to make a really cool. I mean, it has a 70s vibe to me. Those decals, all the writing, that felt very 70s to me, man. I would make a total 70s, not a modern resto mod. It doesn't fit for that, but again, this is just my opinion. But it's really cool. That's the cool thing about them putting something like this out, is going all out with the new decals and stuff that we never had with these kits back in the 70s. Man, that thing's got some potential. That is the artwork is just absolutely beautiful. They're killing it with the artwork. So it definitely will be a very well done kit. I think it's going to be something that a lot of you guys might want to get a hold of.
a look there on the back at the parts tree. You can see all the parts and pieces together to build your own.
Really curious
Monza
about the wheels and
Mirage.
tires on that kit.
Next up, we've got something for the classic modelers. This is the AMT 51 Chevy Cruiser kit.
It's a cool kit.
So this is a 3-in-1 kit. You can build it stock, custom, or drag. A lot of cool different parts that are in here. Great looking new box art for this kit. Makes it look really mean.
It's got a straight 6
One of
in
the
it.
wheel options are these Keystone style wheels here that have not been included in this kit in any of the other previous releases. It was a long time ago when these wheels were part of this kit, so it's nice to bring it back with those options.
Yeah, there it is.
And then a look at some of the features to build that stock, mild, custom, or drag. You can see the Stovebolt 6-cylinder engine here is more of the stock version, or with the Fisher 12-port head on there, the traction arms,
cool.
The different looks for the custom wheels. There's a roll bar, custom steering wheel as well, and then the flamin' hot decals on the side of it. So you've got some of those drag racing sponsor secondary decals in there, as well as the flame job decals to make a really cool looking version like what's featured on the box art. And then a look there at the parts tree on the back
Look
of
at
this
that
one
frame there.
to see all those parts and pieces for the 51 Chevy Cruiser.
Yeah, that is a very cool kit. That's a good
Next,
one
we're going to
bring
jump
back.
into some of the old school race cars that we're bringing back, starting with the MPC kit for this month, the Isaac Ford, Bobby Isaac's Ford Torino stock
Special
car.
to my heart.
This is a great kit coming back again for vintage style. Of course, the vintage style photo style box art that MPC always featured.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say right on that kit, man. I love the old MPC NASCAR race car kits, and the Torino is one of my favorites. I have plenty of them. I don't know. I've wanted to build that particular car, and for those of you who don't know, Darrell Waltrip, my favorite driver of all time, and I've been wanting to build all of his cars that he ran in the Winston Cup. I've wanted to do that car for the longest time. I've attempted it a couple times. I've got decals, but if these decals are like really nice in there, because I got some old ones that are not in great shape, and I was actually looking at my Torino kit that I was going to build with this Stay Power car. Let's bring Get me out of here. Let's look at that. Those are cool kits. The body is really, really dead on. They did a great job with that way back in the day. So it builds into a beautiful stock car. But yeah, that Stay Power car, that's one of my favorite 70s Winston Cup cars. And my favorite driver drove it. So I will have to build one day. I might have done a video on the one I was working on years ago, and I had to make my own decals. But I bet you these decals are going to be really high quality, and I'm probably not. We'll see how that goes, I guess.
This goes great with a lot of our other super stocker kits, which we kind of call out here on the side. The Mercury Cyclone stock car, which just came out last month, and then some of the other versions here. But on this kit, more of the parts and features that are on here. You've got the stock car tires, the full racing roll cage that you build up for this one, the stock car style exhaust and the headers, of course stock car style air cleaner, intake manifold, all of that. And a look there at the parts tree for this one, 139 parts in this kit, so a fun build. And should be some great looking stock car versions coming out of that one.
All right.
Next
That's
up,
a good one.
for race cars, again, is the AMT 65 Dodge Coronet 500 Hemi. This is a 2-in-1 kit. So what's interesting about this kit is there are some engine parts in here that were actually tooled originally with the kit and have not ever been released. So there's some new engine parts included. You can build this as a drag Hemi or a street Hemi. Again, 2-in-1 for this, and then you can see some of those options on the side. You've got two different hood scoop options here. You can do a oval air filter, or you can do the different kind of air cleaner carb setup on the top, the 426 Hemi engine, and then a couple different wheel options here, more of a stock style wheel, or you have that 5-spoke, and then the tires have cheater drag slicks or blue line tires. And you can look here at the decal sheet, the jumbo elephant water slide decals included in the kit.
One of my
favorite
Mopars.
Tree on the back.
I've never been real into that one, but
next
I know
up,
that's
we've
fairly
got
newer
the AMT custom Volkswagen van coming back, the Coca-Cola kit. The latest release was several years ago with this kit, where it was the Dare Beetle Bus version. This is the van version, so it doesn't have the side windows. You can build more of a panel van, custom panel van, short and stubby Volkswagen.
A few of us were just talking about these
What's cool about this kit is
rods.
all these custom parts and pieces that are in it, like the drag chute, the wheelie bars, those velocity stacks that are sticking out of the top.
I like that.
You've also got the side exit exhaust coming out here. Of course, we leaned into that with the flames on the side. Great looking flames that run down from that Coca-Cola paint job on it. You can see some of the other features here, like the big chrome Volkswagen emblem, that a custom chassis that sits underneath, deep mag wheels, fuel tank.
That's kind of a little bit more
some of the other parts and pieces here. These are a quick and easy kit to put together. A lot of fun little chrome.
But they seem to be more than some of the other like cartoon rods that they've come out in the past with that are these little snap kits. This is kind of a really good one that keeps you in that mode of the cartoon thing with the kids. But now I think you're going to have to move into gluing and build it. It looks like it builds more like a regular model kit. That's pretty neat. I'm going to be getting one for Felix, that's for sure. If I don't, I'll probably get in trouble.
Pieces and a good one to just kind of throw it together and get a kit out and done and have a lot of fun with it. So a lot of custom stuff that you can do with that kit. Next up, we've got for AMT the 1963 Ford F100 pickup. So this is only the second release for the 63 Ford. This is the unibody truck. The previous release had the camper on it. Now we've leaned into our 4.6's ranch license, which has been a great license for us. And you can build a farm truck version here of that 63 Ford unibody. Great looking new box art on this one with the 4.6's in there on the side of the truck. Featured on the ranch. Even got the barn in the background here. There are still some extra parts and pieces included in this kit, so you can build it one of three ways: as a stock truck, a custom truck, or a drag racing push truck. So you can see the options there for the push bumper front end, the lights that are included in the kit.
Because it gives you an option for like dioramas or something, and doing a little push truck, which was more, you would want something old like that from the 60s, because that's when they use those things. But But trucks are freaking hot, and the Ford trucks, man, all the companies, they've been killing it with trucks lately. And man, I see a lot of them getting built. So this is going to be a good one.
And then we've even included some of the Drag Masters decals here as well, along with all the great
Let's see the decals.
ranch options for the decal sheet here. Another look at an illustration to see what the truck looks like on the back with that big long bed.
Wow, that thing
and
is
then a look
intense.
at the parts tree on the back, 124 parts included in this kit.
Yeah, this is a modern kit. It just recently got to it.
And then lastly, for the kits, we've got another really fun custom for you guys. This is the Lil Stogie Death Valley Dragger Wagon. So it's been a while since this kit has come out. We always love putting out these show rod kits. So great looking box art. These are always fun, wacky, cool that you can build up in all these different ways. So this covered wagon has a lot of cool different parts and pieces with it. You can see here the prescription glasses look for the windshield, which is neat. And we've actually got 3 different colors of clear, so you can do the windshield in different colors.
Oh, that's cool.
It even has horseshoes holding the frames
That's
in.
neat.
You've got the radiator with the steer horns on it, Westward Ho rubber drag slicks there, the tank, the Haas shifter, all these other fun little parts and pieces on these kits here. You can see what the chassis looks like. Again, a John Bogosian design, which he designed a lot of the AMT show rod kits from back in the day. And then a look there at the parts tree on the back, 109 parts included here with a fun decal sheet, all the Stogie things, shake, rattle, and roll, and then all the different little parts and pieces that you can pick out for that show rod. So that's everything that we've got for you guys in model.
All right. Well, yeah, I got to say, good lineup for this month. There's a couple of them that definitely are pretty cool that I know there's a lot of you guys out there that have been wanting to get. They've been gone for a while and pick those up. But show rods, I've said it before, they don't do anything for me. They're not my thing. I appreciate them, but boy, all my, like the buds on my podcast, the Model Car Enthusiast podcast. If you haven't watched it, check it out. I know a couple of them, they just love their show rods, so they'll like that one. I can appreciate it. I'm not going to go poo-poo on show rods. I know a lot of you love those. They bring back some memories. And that's cool that they're doing that, man. They wouldn't be putting that stuff out if it wasn't for the customers wanting it. They are selling this stuff, so might as well get that stuff out while you can and pick them up while you can. But man, they haven't been displeasing us at all, man. Lately, I'm looking forward to seeing what else they got ready to come out with. They've been punching some really great ones out. I know there's been some controversy, especially over the holidays, like over that Sundowner kit, and people bought them up and sold them for stupid prices, which hopefully that died down and people realize don't go buying those kits like that off of the secondary market. And I think I know that they don't like it. I know AMT doesn't like that, but round 2, but kind of stay away from that. That wasn't right, because you know what? They're going to kill you collectors out there that are trying to hoard those up and didn't leave them out for other people to grab, because they're putting that kit out and it's going to go into the stores and it's just going to be another kit. Yeah, you still got it cheap, but you're not going to be able to drill people for them. They're not going to be as cheap as they were. If you did get some of those and you bought them because you wanted them, I don't care how many you buy. If you truly bought them because you wanted them, not to flip, by all means. And I'm usually not one to poo-poo on that. I've done it, but I just thought that was that's my little view on it. I just thought that was a little thing to go buy this kit for $20 at the stores, buy them all out when there's other guys that were searching for them who really wanted it to buy, and then you put it up on eBay for $80. Man, dude, you're not a part of this hobby, not the hobby I'm in. You're not in this community. No way. You're not a part of it. You're against this community. But that's my soapbox stand for this video. I didn't mean to get on that, but hey, thank you, Round 2 models. You guys have been, as far as I'm concerned, I've said it before, they're one of the companies that I think saved our end of the hobby. It was looking pretty spooky when RC2 was dropping out and they didn't have a buyer. Ravel was going away. And it didn't look like anybody was going to pick those companies up, and we were not going to have new model kits anymore coming out. But these companies came in, bought it up, and as far as I'm concerned, round 2, you guys are tops, man. I'm so grateful you guys being around, and there's what they're doing every month. Every month they got something new. Anyways, I want to thank you all for watching. This was a lot of fun. Go out, buy those model kits. Why do we go out and buy these model kits and say we're going to build them, but we end up having a big stash because we love them so much? Because it's fun, right? Here's the producers.